too long I've been stuck in between, hidden in the dark, locked on a course of destruction. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
It's been 9 long years since we've seen our dual-wielding, self-loathing, alcohol-drinking, hard-boiled hero, Max Payne. Shifting hands from developer Remedy to the juggernaut that is Rockstar brings a new engine, new physics, a new style, and a new look for our hero. Can Rockstar merge modern gameplay with a classic feeling in the classic gameplay, yet still have Max Payne be the badass he once was? Let's find out.
I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess.
Our hero, the ex-cop Max Payne, is still haunted and grieving from the death of his loved ones. He's knee-deep in self-loathing and has a serious addiction problem, decides to move from the mean streets of New Jersey to the even meaner streets of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Taking up a new job as the private bodyguard to the rich and powerful Branco family. But like usual for Max, things never go his way, especially when Rodrigo Branco's trophy wife, Fabiana, is kidnapped, which sets in motion a chain of events that draws Max into a much larger, darker, and sinister story.
Trophy wife or not, I'd said I would protect the girl.
The story of Max Payne 3 will actually take you through many different places and time periods in Max's life. Sao Paulo is a rich playground of colorful nightclubs, urban favelas, and other amazing locales. It's definitely the yin to the yang of the dark and snowy streets in New Jersey, but equally as dangerous, if not more.
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the electronic music and the robotic people.
The single player to this game is the reason why you want to run out and go buy this game. The story is amazing. Rockstar did an amazing job with this story. I love the fact that it constantly keeps you moving forward while at the same time giving you a chance to go back and revisit early Max and understand how he got himself in this mess in the first place. It was a lot of fun trying to survive the dark streets of New Jersey, and then the next minute you're on a yacht party in the Panama Canal blasting wave upon wave of guys trying to take you out. All in all, the single player would take you about 12 hours to beat unless you play on a harder difficulty with no auto-aim, but I have to let you know, it's pretty difficult. You will die a lot. My favorite parts to Max Payne 3's story come in a standout performance of returning voice of Max, James McCaffrey. The first-person narrative and the film noir vibe is amazing. You can tell that Max has been through a lot and it just adds to him as a person. But beyond the engrossing dialogue and seeing Max struggle with bad choices and an addiction just grew me closer into the story. But seeing that he's not the perfect hero made him more believable to me.
This place was gonna kill me too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk.
The world of Max Payne is really brought to life thanks to the combination of the Euphoria technology and Rockstar's very own amazing graphic engine. What you're getting with this game is not only a beautiful game, but very lifelike animations and physics. Rockstar really brought the heat this time with destructible environments and just attention to little detail, like seeing a pile of papers go exploding over you as you're diving over a desk, or even seeing a scripted event where the ground will come toppling down from in front of you and it crumbles down so realistic yet so beautiful. And also, of course, times where you'll see a window and you just feel like diving through it and blasting the person on the other side. They really did a great job paying attention to all the little details and anything that could come apart. If you've ever played GTA 4 or you've ever played Red Dead, then you know what I'm talking about when I say that There are just moments in these games that you either will never experience in another game, or maybe someone else will experience something that you didn't. I have to say I'm so happy that they brought these two together on Max Payne 3.
I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing.
The gameplay to Max Payne 3 is simple, intense, yet very satisfying. The violence in this game is brutal and very realistic. Watching bullets tear through bodies, or watching that final kill in the area when the camera focuses just on the bullet and rips through that final guy is astounding. The classic bullet time and shoot dodge are back. Bullet time slows down the action so that you can see the bullets whizzing by your head as you line up that shot for utter carnage, while shoot dodge gives you that Matrix feel of jumping in a direction in slow motion and reaping bullets towards your foes. I came into this thinking that Max is going to be way too overpowered, wielding his two classic moves, bullet time and shoot dodge. Along with that is a new cover system to make the game more modern. But I was definitely wrong. The AI in this game is very smart and knows when to attack and when to take cover. I would constantly go into a shoot dodge to take out an enemy, yet not realize that there were two in the back taking cover just waiting for me to land. I also felt like I never really had a lot of bullet time to use, especially on the harder difficulties when you really need to take effective shots and play very tactically. Added to that is the classic painkiller health system. I really enjoyed how you could fill your health up, peek your head out, and one shot to the face would kill you instantly. It really evens the playing field, feels fair, and adds a challenge to a game so that you have to play smart in return. The only problem I had with Max Payne 3's gameplay as a whole comes from the newly added Final Stand move. It's where you're fatally wounded but have at least one set of painkillers. You have a few seconds before you die to take out the enemy who shot you. If you manage to kill him, you will at least consume a small amount of the painkiller and be able to continue fighting. For the most part, this works really well, but there was a few times where this happened to me and the enemy would be in a weird angle behind a wall, so I had no way that I could shoot him. Or I would be shot by someone in a large group and I'd run out of bullets before I could figure out who shot me. Otherwise, you're left with this very slow and annoying death. But it's a rare occasion this happens, but it does occasionally happen.
Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
Once you're done with the single player, there's still a lot of stuff that you can do in the form of arcade mode and multiplayer. In arcade mode, there are two different types of modes you can play. There's Score Attack and New York Minute. In Score Attack, you get to re-go through all the chapters from the single player, except every kill, you being accurate, and all the different maneuvers, whether it's shoot dodge or other maneuvers, actually accumulate more and more points towards your overall score. I actually found this to be pretty addictive, re-going through all the chapters again and seeing how high of a score that I could actually put up. New York Minute, however, is a different type of experience. You get to go through the same chapters as the single player, but you only have 1 minute to beat the entire game. The hook here is every kill you get gives you more time. I'm happy that they brought this back from Max Payne 2, and I definitely plan on playing more of it. Both the arcade modes, whether it's Score Attack or New York Minute, were highly addictive, and they really definitely make you want to re-go through the game in a different way. One of the biggest surprises for me with Max Payne 3 is that it came along with a robust multiplayer. It's sheer pandemonium at its finest. Like most popular multiplayers these days, Max Payne 3 lets you start off with a default class, but over time you'll actually unlock some custom classes, a wide range of different guns, attachments, gear, abilities, titles, and much more. You have the usual standard team deathmatch and deathmatch, but you also have some objective-based modes like Painkiller, where you become Max Payne or his partner Passos by killing them, and winning is deciding over who has the most kills as them. Think of it as Max Payne 3's version of King of the Hill. If you're not Max Payne or Passos, you have an entire team gunning for you, but you have painkillers and other special abilities at your disposal. And Gang Wars is a 5-round team game where the objective varies round round. The special thing about this mode is that you never know what type of mode is going to come up next, so the randomness really keeps things on your toes. I'd say that by far this is my favorite mode. You really need to have a good team working together to succeed at this mode.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest.
Max Payne 3 is by far one of the best games to come out this year, and could possibly be one of the best games to come out this console generation. It's an experience that all adult gamers should experience. What you're getting with this game is amazing graphics, realistic physics, a deep and satisfying story, interesting characters, intuitive controls, and lots of replay value. Whether you go through the single player all over again on a harder setting, maybe play some arcade mode, or test your skills on the addictive multiplayer. Overall, this game is amazing. I would definitely pay $60 for this game. I would have to say great job on this one, Rockstar, but let's just hope it doesn't take another 9 years to see the next one.